What's going on, folks? We are here live, and for those that are watching the replay, I'm not saying hi to anybody because we got to wait for some people to get on here first. But I'm going to get a good song here. If y'all know, hey, Veronica, Angie, Speed Hunter 5, I'm going to get a good little song here to introduce this. Let me see if y'all know this song, okay? Let me see if y'all know this one here. Don't worry, I'll push pause once we get more people here. What's going on? Who we got? All right. So yeah, waiting on some folks here to jump on. And who we got? So we got two people that jumped on here, but I'm trying to figure out who really jumped on. Is it Veronica that's still on here or Speed Hunter? Let me see what we got. TheDatingDoc Live. Let me put a little comment on here. Okay, Veronica, what's going on? Appreciate it. Let's get some more people on here. Brooklyn 1982, what's going on? So I was playing tag team. Whoop, there it is. I don't know if y'all know this one. Let's see it. All right. We're gonna talk about politics and dating tonight, and I'm gonna have a special guest hop on. Okay, so what's going on? How's y'all's 4th? What y'all do? Did y'all stay inside? Was it a COVID type of day, or was it more of a going out and about kind of day? So talk to me. Who we got? Because I see one person on here, so we'll have a conversation. We normally get anywhere from close to 20 people on here, so we're just waiting for them to come in. I think with Instagram, it lets people know to hop on. So how was your 4th of July? Dang, I hear somebody yelling back there. 4th of July, how was it? Talk to me. I'll tell you a little bit about 4th of July while I wait for your response. So for me, I spent most of the day watching Netflix. I watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary, finished that up, and then I went over to a friend to watch fireworks. So it was pretty cool. Simple Solutions Meditation. I like that. I like that name. What's going on, Simple Solutions? Yeah, so those that are hopping on, if you're like worried about the numbers, normally, yep, this is when people are starting to come in. Paul Cena 1604. Again, we're just having people hop on. Takes about a minute or two for Instagram to do his magic and let people know that we are here. So let's see who hops on here. 4th was good. I know you meant 4th was good. I went Bro Honey Island, South Carolina. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't gone to South Carolina in a while. Last time, is Carrie South Carolina? Wicked Nerd 82. I always appreciate you being on here. Is Honey Island or South Carolina? I think I went to Cary about 10 years ago, actually. Amy Kerr, life coach. I love seeing people in our space. Cary is North Carolina. Got it. Goddess Carol, how you doing? Look at this. We got goddesses all up in here. We got life coaches. Amy, I appreciate you being on here. Wicked Nerd. And have definitely been appreciating the conversation been having with Veronica. Hey, what's going on? So yeah, we're going to get more people hopping on here. Hey, hello, goddess. There's some people that worry about the numbers of viewers instead of the information you're getting. So in case you're new, the numbers go up a lot, okay? Normally it takes a couple minutes, especially for those that have done any live sessions before I've hosted them. Instagram's got to basically announce that this is going on. So yeah, I know that Honey Island seems pretty cool. I'm going to write that down. Is it like a camping ground or what's going on with Honey Island? And I'm asking people how their 4th of July went. So if you had something original, Crimson Comedy, that's one of my homies right there. Yeah, so we're talking about 4th of July. I cruised around the city because San Antonio, we are notorious when it comes to positive COVID-19 cases. So since we're not good at listening, I was curious to see what's going on in our city. If people are going out and about, blowing up their houses or, going to the parks or whatnot. And I made it to Six Flags. We got a Six Flags here and saw some of the fireworks about a 1/10 of a mile from Six Flags. So it was pretty cool. So we're going to talk about politics and dating. And, this one might not be as sexy as some of the other subjects, but we gotta speak on it. Hello, Shamet 32018. Big beach you have to pay to get in. Hunting Island is real nice, but there are 2 inches. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wrote it down. I'm gonna definitely check it out. Play darts with friends and sky explode around us with fireworks. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, darts, man. I haven't played that in a minute. I think ever since when I was at a bar. So on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, Tim Molina, how you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, how passionate are you about politics? 1 being you don't even know what's going on. It's not even a blip on your radar. And 10 being that you're very, very passionate about your beliefs, about your political party. On a scale of 1 to 10, tell me how interested you are when it comes to politics. There's no wrong answer. This is a no judgment zone. For those that keep on coming back, we know that we just let it all out here. So scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in politics, or how passionate are you when it comes to politics? It doesn't have to be just American politics. It can be wherever you're from, if you're from outside the U.S. Okay, cool. So Veronica, very passionate about politics. Waking Nerd 3, okay? And Goddess Carol a 7, okay? Those are pretty good. If I add all those numbers up, we got an average of 5 right now, right? Or no, wait. Yeah, 5. No, wait. Something like that. 20 divided by 3. No, never mind. We're more like a 6.5. And if you don't mind, Messy Thoughts 23, I always appreciate you being on here. And again, I want this to be an all-together zone. I don't want no drama, no stupidity, okay? I don't want none of that. I want people to come in here and respect each other. That's the first rule, okay? I'm not out here protesting either side. The only thing I'm protesting is protesting our addiction to disagreeing and how that transcends into dating. Okay, so are you passionate about politics because you are for or against something more? Okay, listen to my question. Hey, Cheeky23, how you doing? I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. Born Burn, how you doing? Love Salt Life Forever, how you doing? Think about this. Are you more passionate in spite of something or because you support something? This is going to be interesting because this is going to tie in the conversation of relationships and dating. And for those that don't know, I'm also a military officer. So I have to be very, very careful about one side or the other. But me personally, I am what I call part of the common sense party. I do not try to create a divisive line because we are all Americans and we forget that. So again, I ask, are you more for against something as a reason you're passionate about politics because you're against, or because you're really for something? If you had to look at whatever topic really, whether it's abortion, gun control, schools, anything. Okay, most of the time it's because I support something. Okay, and this is all going to circle back to dating. Okay, it's all going to circle back to dating. Anti-identity politics. Yeah, I would say that's kind of the way that I look at it. Because again, some of us just go off the spectrum of what we know instead of who we are and how we could step outside that box. Okay, value personal freedoms. Okay, good. So Here you go. I don't do politics. It's the quickest way to get a fight started. I do my thing, you do yours. I'm not persuading you. Don't persuade me. I call myself independent. Okay. So here's the thing, right? I want you to frame it this way. Don't you think that the people that are in power, right, whether it's people in Congress or people that donate, lobbyists, don't you think that they agree with each other more than the common person? The smart folks that are in power, more than likely, they're high-fiving each other in the hallways of DC, of Congress, while we're bickering. And again, it's all going to come back to dating here in a second. That's what I find ironic, is that we as people, we get into fistfights, we kill each other over these ideals, and yet we're all American, right? We have the freedom of expression, but the price is a lot of dissension, a lot of divisiveness, lives. People are killing each other. People's mental health, the collective mental health, now that people are staying home, they are more apt to be glued to the TV, and then once you're sucked into a certain, network or something you're watching, you are emotionally invested and pulled in. Princesa Solis. So again, I say this because the powers in the background, they are more than likely in the background agreeing with each other. Okay, they're high-fiving. How you doing, beautiful 2C and Whitwood 22? They are high-fiving each other while we're fighting. I use the comparison of sports. I'm sure you've seen videos of people that will fist fight. Okay, they'll punch each other. They're in a sports game when the damn players out there are making millions, and it's a pretty good chance that those players are not even from the hometown of the sports team. And yet people are running over each other and punching each other and ripping a jersey off of each other for, again, a sports team. That's the same thing with politics. I see that a lot. I see that divisiveness. Okay, what do we got here? Most of the time I get info from my pa because he watches news a lot, and I talk it out with him. Yeah, I like that. Licia Acuna, which probably could be Acuna. Hello. I like Paul, by the way. I really like hearing Paul. I missed that. Bartlett 98 and Natasha, thank you for being on here. After a while, I pick up on y'all's first names, or y'all might be from San Antonio, so I know you. I say this because I know a couple. Actually, he's one of my good friends, and his wife is African American, and she's more liberal, and he's a bald-headed white guy who's more conservative. Yet, as a couple, they totally function. Nasi, how you doing? I love debating, but I like debating about ridiculous things that don't matter, like pineapple on pizza or TV, bro. Good. Yeah, that's funny. Good. Yeah, that's a safer debate. The second we start killing each other over pineapple on pizza, yeah, we're living idiocracy. Great movie if you haven't seen it. But yes, that's the way to do it. But I come back to my examples. This couple, they're total opposites when it comes to the political spectrum. But at the core, they get along. They've been together. They've been married for decades. Yet you have some people that say, or I'm only going to date someone who voted for Trump, or I'm only going to date someone who didn't vote for Trump. And there's no mention of core values that they're looking for, or that they're a good communicator. And when I read that, when I read voted for Trump, or I must be with someone who voted for Trump or didn't vote for Trump. I'm thinking, okay, well, more than likely, even if I voted for the same person you did, are you really going to hear me out and be open-minded? Those are the core values that we have to look at. But again, there's this collective addiction to the debate, and it's all tied with politics. Politics are treated like a sporting event nowadays. Well, it's funny, on the one left, on one right, being conservative is hard sometimes. Yep. TP goes over. That's it all. But it's possible. And that couple is a good example of what really matters. Because really what matters is being able to listen, being open-minded. You understand that the only people that will hear you out is if they agree with you politically. And yet people online who've never met will go out of their way to disrespect someone. Grown man thoughts, what's going on? So I'm gonna see if grown man thoughts. You want to get on here? Because I want to talk about this real quick. I want to see if I can get on my. Oh, sorry. Let me reverse my camera. Good thing I put my whips and chains up, right? I'm joking. Bailey's, how you doing? Yeah, I want to get grown man thoughts on here, so you can definitely jump on here. It's more divisive than years ago. Someone voted for or against Georgia, but it's less of a deal. Exactly. It is. We're at a point where it is very divisive, and we're going to get to a boiling point. We're already there, but I think it's going to get worse. No accountability in the internet. Okay. The other thing you got to keep in mind, I think if you request to get in, I'll get you in there. I'll get you in here. Because we're about to have grown man thoughts on here. Okay. We got grown man thoughts on here. We're going to jump in because I definitely want to be able to bounce off ideas together here. Nas Creates LLC, how you doing? So yeah, just hit request to go live or request to join this, and we'll have 2 folks on here speaking because I'll be getting a mental workout out of this. But yes, again, if we continue to fight and argue, what's going to happen? Our skills to be able to understand each other are going to atrophy, and that's going to run into dating. We are going to have more fun disagreeing than wanting to agree. And again, that's how this all CMP skin, how you doing? This is how it all circles back. I see that. Papa, both opposite. She's political views. Funny to watch them go at it. But guess what? At the end of the day, they're good to go. They are fine. And they make it work. Big Bob is 35. So here's the thing. After a while, as a collective, especially Americans, because that's what I know, that's what I see, we are going to stop knowing how to find a common ground. That's exactly what's going to happen. We are going to forget how to find common ground. Fearless FMP, the Date Coach, Magpie, the Bulldog, thank you all for jumping on here. I repeat this, okay? If we keep practicing trying to win the debate online, our minds work off of neurotransmitters. So after a while, it becomes habit to disagree. And all of a sudden, you're going to try to hit the brakes and you're going to try to make that work in a relationship. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult, okay? Because you're going to find a way where it's like, look, they need to agree with me or they can go to hell. Right? And that's not healthy. That is not healthy. What's going on, D313602? So what do y'all think? Oh, there you go. Let's do this. All right. Okay, we're getting grown man thoughts on here. Polly Nuh, how you doing? Oh, got my tag team partner over here.
I'm outside. Hold on, I'm getting some light.
Yeah, man. Hey, people gonna get offended if I say it's too dark, man.
Yo, facts. I was going to say something reckless.
Hey, they're gonna make me viral. He said what?
Yo, listen, that's how we go viral and get famous. We'll piece it up later.
Yeah, exactly.
But to your point, what I said, that those political views, two things I think. A lot of people only agree with items that push their agenda. So they'll agree with Republicans, they'll agree with Democrats, they'll agree with whoever when it supports their position of what they're trying to move. And then the reason people get froggy on the internet, because it's easy to be tough when you're not face-to-face with somebody. Because you got to look somebody in the face and say what you got to say. You can easily type it, forget about it, and move on. So I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, and the big thing too it's a little high that they get from being froggy. You know what I mean? Like they know
Yeah.
they get all excited. And what gets me, let me see. Can y'all see him? Because it says we can't see you. I don't know if there's a technical piece. I think they can. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So
looking
let
at,
me see what I
yeah.
got here. But what if you come to a point to where you get tired of disagreeing, you just agree to avoid? Okay. Big Bob is 35. That's a whole nother topic. But it's different if y'all disagreeing and both y'all not making sense after a while, because that's what happens with both extremes on the political as much as the dating. People just after a while you're just arguing with the wall. So there's a difference there. I'm gonna get back to what Big Baba says. Um, hey, I see
I'm
Veronica
froggy
here.
on offline and
Veronica,
inline. I like Veronica. Word. Me too.
a froggy offline and in person. Hey, she's honest about it. I like that. I like that. But so how do you think? Do you think it's possible to get, like, for example, someone nutty like from both sides? Like, let's say a Trump supporter that got a crush on BLM. Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. You know when it starts being possible? When they start worrying about what other people think. I don't care who you like. I listen. I don't support Trump. Do not get that twisted. But you know what? If you support Trump, that's your opinion. It don't mean me and you can't be friends, or me and you can't relate on this subject. People get upset and can't deal with other people's issues when they're worried about what everybody else got to think. I'm Black Lives Matter, so I can't fuck with a Trump supporter, or I can't talk to some.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit. You should do whatever make you happy. End of the day.
It's a good thing you say that, because I mean that at a micro level, it's just like if you have an argument with your woman. In a way, it's like y'all have your own little mini political party. No, the toilet seat needs to go down. No, the toilet seat needs to go up, right? But after a while, you figure out, okay, you know what? Why are we fighting over a toilet seat, right? What is the impact at the end of it? You know what I mean? Um, Now, one side is going to have to acquiesce unless you're going to leave it at 45-degree angle. I guess, something like that. Y'all both happy. But
I got sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Question for you. Do you
Yeah.
think it's okay? Like, it's not even a question, it's more of a statement. I think people need to learn that you could disagree and still be cool. Just because I don't agree with your views on certain subjects don't mean we can't be cool. Don't mean we can't talk. Don't mean we can't build. We just agree to disagree and move on. A lot of people just want to prove their point and argue about it and want to force you to agree with them. And if you don't do that, we ain't on the same page. Me personally,
Exactly.
I don't agree with that.
And you reminded me of the I think what people can stand on, the big thing that people can stand on. I'm liking all this toilet seat stuff people talking about. I totally went off there, but the big things I think about
These
is,
comments are hilarious.
yeah, Whitney out here going crazy, a wicked nerd, man. They talking about the toilet seat. I think you reversed it. I think you reversed the camera here by accident.
Oh, I'm
No,
slow.
you did.
Missed that.
So here's the things,
Okay.
right? For me, like you said, disagreeing. If someone comes at me with respect, authenticity, and strength to their views, but we can still see eye to eye as humans at the end, even if we disagree. I got more respect for someone like that than someone that does agree with me, but doesn't really assert or has any strength for authenticity. You know what I mean? Those are things that you can find a lot of respect is, if somebody can say, you know what, the magic of saying, I respectfully disagree. Some people forget just to say that. Hey, I got you, but I respectfully disagree. Just to say that, and you really mean it, man.
Yeah, but devil's advocate, I'm gonna put some levels to that. I
Okay.
can agree with most things that, I could agree to disagree except on certain items. Right now we're in this Black Lives Matter, we're in the civil crisis. Anybody that doesn't agree that Black Lives Matter, meaning we need more support and help than the average race because we're targeted, I can never agree to disagree with you with that. I think there's levels to that. There's certain things you can't convince me of. Like even on the man side, there's certain things like I have a few ex-friends that I'm not cool with that try to get me to agree why they feel they need to strong woman and emotionally or physically abuse their woman. There's no agreeing with that. There's certain
Oh,
levels to that. You can agree to disagree, but I think there has to be some type of moral code to how far you're willing to
I
go up or
definitely,
down.
yeah, I got you. Because I mean, if Charles Manson came up to me and all of a sudden I'm supposed to agree with everything he's saying, you know what I mean?
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain, and the sad part is there's certain human decencies that everyone should, you would think common sense, they should agree on. Although I guess you're trying to show me the graphs. What's going on here?
Dude,
Okay.
I'm slow. I was trying to like some of these comments, but I guess double tap
Good.
and switch the
Oh, you're
screen. My
good. You're
bad.
good. Yeah, no, I just let me read some of these real quick. Okay. Because nah, man, you're gonna be flipping that camera and wasn't flipper. Okay, we got preach. Okay, a lot of time we choose to disagree for sitting. Consideration is saying more of a psychological disorder. That is a good point. And that kind of brings me back to what's happening is that both extreme sides have this psychological disorder where they're just arguing. No one's going to come to common ground if all they want to do is fight. But you did bring up a good point. There are basic human decencies that you would think, you would assume everyone in the world would be like, yes, that makes sense. The sad part is you're going to have some, nowadays they're trying to even, and this is probably the only political thing because I have a daughter and I'm passionate about this. They're trying, pedophiles are trying to reclassify themselves as minor, they call it minor attracted person, MAP, right? So they're trying to get rights, the same rights as other groups. And you would have to be out of your mind to be like, oh yeah, let's respect them and let them do their thing. So I got what you're saying is that we have to be able to discern the universal stuff that you're like, dude, come on now. I'm reading some of these. Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm gonna tag you in WWE style, man.
All right, I'm in. So, two things I wanted to say to what you said. One, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got you.
All right, cool. Two things I want to say to what you said.
Oh, it kind of clear. Wait, it kind of went a little quiet. Okay, now.
All right, two things to what you said. One, yeah, you can't agree with everybody on everything. But I think in this world we live in, we've gotten to a point where people don't want to hear the truth. The truth is considered disrespectful. The truth is considered rude. There are things in this world that's wrong. There are things in this world that's fucked up. Charles Manson is nothing I agree with him on any level on. Just like the DC sniper was a man of color. I don't agree with the shit he was doing. Like, there's a way to handle shit. People have to stop taking this shit personally. And I saw somebody put in the comments, they're talking to you, not about the issue. People are more concerned about being right than actually solving the problem.
Yes,
And that's what you can't communicate on. I don't have a political side. I don't have a political view. I got right, I got wrong. I got good, I got evil. That's the side you pick. I think that's it. These political parties, race ties, religious ties, or whatever ties that you have is what keeps us divided. For us to get to real shit, we got to look at each other as humans. How the hell do you want to be treated as a person? How do you want your daughter, your wife to be treated? And then that's how you treat people. How do you want your mother, your father, or somebody, your friend to be treated? When you get to that point of accountability, then we'll fix these problems. But while everybody's trying to push an agenda of what lives matter more and what lives don't, or who should have the right to whatever, like, we got to move on and be humans and treat people how the fuck you want to be treated at any time. Pardon not French, but I feel strong about that.
Oui. No, I got you. Yeah. No, the biggest thing is the biggest thing that gets me about what you said. So I grew up in a multicultural environment as a military brat. It's a reflection of who's in the military and the kids I'm going to play around, right? So going into I went to Texas A&M, which percentages are about 85%, 90% Caucasian. And as a young post-high school graduate, I had preconceived notions. About country folks. I really had a stereotype, which we'll kind of get into more in next week's, which I would love for you to hop on. But I had preconceived notions, but I knew that I had to come at it the right way when I approached them to make sure that conversation was started, right? And it kind of goes back to all this stuff, is that if people, and again, we're not talking about the morally right, morally wrong. Like, we know nobody, I'm not going to agree with a full-on racist. I'm not going to agree with no, like, pedo, no serial killer, no rapist, none of that. Like, I'm not even, like, wasting my time with you know what I mean? Like, hearing out their side, because to me that they're just on a whole nother, does that make sense? They're just on a whole nother Like, why are you going to try to hear them out on them being racist? Like, they're not going to be able to justify anything for me, if that makes sense. But the gray areas, right? You got some of these gray areas.
Give me one. What's a gray area? Because what's great for you might not be great for me. What's a gray area?
Let me see. A gray area might be, for example, some people with gun control.
All right. So how does that apply to black and white?
How does that apply to what? I can't hear you.
So how does that apply to race issue? That's black or white? Well, I mean, that's a gray area. What's
No,
gray
no,
in
no.
that?
Oh, I didn't mean gray as in like black or white race
Okay.
lines. I meant gray as in like everyone's gonna agree. 99% of people are gonna agree that a serial killer is wrong, right? Like that's almost a universal truth, right? A rapist, 99% is wrong. The only 1% are the people that are doing the same thing they're doing
Themselves.
right?
Yeah.
So when I meant gray area, I meant like topics that can be, I wouldn't say split because some of them are not 50-50, but that are not as universally agreed or disagreed on. You see what I'm saying?
But that's when you got to learn acceptance and compromise. It's okay to have
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
You got to, like, for a gun law, like, I agree. I think everybody should have the right to carry. But do you need a gun that holds 100 rounds and shoots through walls and you're a civilian? That might be a gray area for certain people. I don't agree, but you have somebody in the Midwest that might. But that goes to acceptance and what you're doing with it.
But you see how that right there, right? Like if you had that conversation with a significant other, and let's say she said, "Hey, we need to have bazookas or some, whatever, to kill deer." You obviously, I'm assuming you're gonna disagree. But how I mean, you're killing all the meat anyway. No, but how would you handle that personally if it gets a little heated on a political side? How do you make sure that y'all both try to build that bridge to where at the end of it, you're humans, you don't hate each other?
Walk away.
Walk away. You come back.
That's it. Like, no, like, listen, like, I totally agree. It's okay to be different, to be separate. If you feel you need a bazooka to hunt Bambi, go ahead. As long as you're not killing no humans, I'm good with it. But I would never agree with that, and you'll never agree with my viewpoint. So we just don't need to talk about it no more. It's okay to disagree and just move on. I mean, that's an extreme example. That's light banter. But if you agree, if you need a goddamn bazooka to blow up 14 Bambis in one shot, go right ahead. But if you're trying to say, oh, you need a bazooka to protect yourself from robbers and people trying to, that I don't agree with. That's a goddamn war, and that's where you just agree to walk away.
Okay, so if there's a disagreement, you guys, I'm assuming y'all both say, hey, we're not going to agree on this, walk away, and then re-engage something else once you guys are ready to talk again.
I'm not re-engaging on that subject, but we could re-engage in another aspect. And as long as that subject is not affecting me, meaning you're not pointing that bazooka at me. So
no. Shoot,
yeah, we at that point we just walk away, and it's no need to even bring the subject up again.
Yeah. So this is actually good. This is kind of what I was talking about. Man, people taking that Bambi thing seriously. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna be viral. People taking that bazooka to Bambi.
I'm about to say something totally not off the wall, but I was reading, people did take that Bambi thing seriously. The one thing in America that I feel is a problem, we got P to protect Bambi. People get more upset at Bambi getting shot and killed than a black man in the middle of the street. When a black man is shot, killed, knee in his back, we want to ask, what did he do? Why was he there? He should have just resisted and did what the police said. That's a big problem, I think, with politics, because politics are meant to keep the same people in power forever for a long motherfucking time. So that is where we need to make a change and make a stand. There is no gray area in that, in my book.
So that was actually a point that I was making closer to the beginning of this, is that the whether it's Democrat, Republican, the folks that are in Congress right now, more than likely, and by the way, what I'm saying is 110%. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. So, oh, he had to jump off. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Yeah, so I was going to make the point that a lot of these politicians, they're all agreeing with each other. Man, I was hoping you'd get back on. Hopefully everything's okay there. but I want to get back to a comment here that I read. You find the core values that you have in common. You identify the core values that are different. You prioritize what's different. Is that okay? Exactly. So that was the whole point of this right here, is that you have to find the core values. I was using an example of a interracial relationship, right? And not only interracial, but different political views, right? You had someone who's conservative and someone who's liberal, but at the end of it, they made it work. And what we got here, what about the riots? Okay, wait, let me see here. Everyone takes some of those things, not the more serious things. Yeah. So what if a couple live together and they disagree? Can you truly walk away from the discussion? So that's where I was going to go into that. We got a little sidetracked there because I didn't want us to turn this into. I respectfully mean it. I wasn't trying to get into one or the other, and then we just kind of get away from it. And what I mean by that is because again, this is my channel. Okay, so I'm going to assertively take control of this and let you guys know that we are not here, and that does not dismiss the issues that are happening. It does not dismiss what's happening, but at the same time, I need to be able to steer the course, and I'll assertively do that because my mission is to improve the lives of singles everywhere. So I want y'all to recognize that just because I'm steering the course back does not mean I dismiss what's going on or that I'm forgetful about it. So the biggest thing is what if the couple live together and they disagree? So this is where, me personally, I have to remind myself of the positives. Why am I with that woman? Okay, great at she's great caressing each other. We grow stronger through our disagreements. We work out together. We know how to budget our checkbook, our finances together. And that's the kind of stuff that I think about. Because if I find someone that totally agrees with me, but is missing those core values, I'm not going to get much from her. I'm not getting much if she just agrees with that. Hello, everyone. Here you go. I got two on Boldy Bear, Lady Fireworks Queen, and two on Boldy. Yep, saying hi again. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Is that you have to be able to look at what are the core values that mean something. Okay, what are the core values that mean something? Not the political stuff. What if tomorrow they got rid of the political parties, all of a sudden they got 2 or 3 new political parties, different views? What's going to happen then? What's going to happen? Girls are area Sabrina. Not going to get married? Bye, LOL. I don't know what you're talking about here. 2 on Bully Bear for life. I don't know what is going on here with 2 on Bully Bear. No one's saying you got to get married. Anyway. So I'm going to ask y'all, what are some of those core values? What are some of those core values that you think are important? I'll take one little example. Eye contact, and a sincere smile. That's going to work anywhere. Eye contact and a smile. If you disagree with someone, but you're giving them eye contact and you're smiling, it means you're being an active listener. They need that. Even if you disagree, to know that you're actively listening versus someone who agrees but is hardly listening, they're going to respect you more. They're going to respect you more, okay? Try that with someone who you disagree with, but you care about. Eye contact and a smile. Sincere one, not a smart ass one, okay? Unless we're talking about, again, those non-negotiables, pedophilia, rape, something like that. But eye contact and a smile, and you're listening to them. Even set a timer. Set a timer, okay? If you set a timer between you as a couple, right? Like if you say, hey, we're going to agree anytime we have this kind of talk, we're going to set a timer, okay? and you just put 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Doesn't matter. You're not keeping points of who initiates the timer on the phone. But if you put a timer and you talk about it, you start talking about it. And you just say, you know what? This is my belief. This is your belief. Timer goes off. You're breathing, all right? Breathing a little bit harder. You're like, okay, are we gonna go get food now? Right? But you do it in a point where you turn off the switch of the debate. And with the eye contact and smile, it means that, hey, I'm hearing you out. I'm totally taking in what you're telling me. Right? That's the difference. Is that you're totally taking in what they're saying. You respect what they're saying, even if you don't agree with them. There's still respect, especially if you're a couple or you're starting to date them. Respect is what's gonna ease everything over. If you don't respect each other, it doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. Think about this. At the end of it, at the end of this social experiment they call America, because we are the land of the free, the most diverse nation out there, you know, can you imagine? I mean, all right, no drama here. I'm seeing beautiful to see. Are you the troll police? Keep it mature, keep it respectful between everyone. Start with a heartfelt hug and agree you will finish the same way. Exactly, Saulo. Thank you for that. And the key word is a heartfelt hug. Not a half hug, not a good game type of hug. A heartfelt hug that you will finish the same way. And it means both of you will be at the finish line together after that argument. Okay, whether you want to call it an argument, a debate, just turn that switch off and say, you know what, we still respect and love each other. And the fact that we're able to still climb out of this debate we had and still be a strong couple, it's super powerful. That right there can be the key to a long-lasting relationship, even if you disagree on certain topics. Now, if there's that big separation, yeah, there could be some problems. If you're protesting on one side, you're protesting on the other, you're throwing bottles at each other, then yes, okay, you're going to have issues there. You know, wasn't talking to you, talking to a guy that messaged a bunch of rude comments. Yeah, that's all that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, let's keep it grown up here, folks. Not saying no one is being a kid, but I think I always take care of the trolls here. Trolls are just projecting their insecurities. Remember that. Trolls project their insecurities. So when you see them, laugh, not in a bully way, but just be like, yep, they're just projecting their insecurities and don't be affected by them. Okay, so we got a couple more minutes here. And next week, I'm looking at doing a segment on interracial relationships. A little bit related to this topic on politics, right? We still live in a world where there could be discrimination based on color of your skin, as well as your ethnicity, nationality. Won't get into religion much. This will kind of be more focused on the interracial relationships piece. So quick question for anyone that's here. What is your takeaway from this call or from this live? What is your takeaway? Okay. My takeaway is respect. Okay. Respect takes patience. Respect takes discipline when someone disagrees with you. That's my takeaway from this. What is your takeaway? What's something that you've spent some time with me here? Appreciate you guys being here. What is something that you learned from this session? Because respect is always what's going to win here. Matthew Bovio, how you doing? So wait here for the comments. In the meantime, there is original content on my Spotify, on YouTube. If you're looking at advice, you're looking at stuff to listen to when it comes to perspectives and awareness with dating, hop on YouTube, search TheDatingDoc, get on Spotify and search TheDatingDoc. And we're actually about to announce an online course. So you do it at your own pace. And it's going to be great because it's going to be low cost and you get to do that on your own and hopefully improve your dating skills. Let's see. Respectfully agree to disagree while making the other people, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't even read, while still making the other person feel listened to and valued. You know what the big intangible is tone. Tone and nonverbal language. Tone and nonverbal language. The second you start saying you're not listening to me, or you speak over someone, or the body language where you're giving them this look, this like, I'm not really listening, but I'm just pausing and waiting until you finish, you're not adding anything to the relationship. And again, respect takes discipline. It takes work. But yes, I do like that. That you can respectfully agree to disagree. It takes a lot more courage to be respectful nowadays than the easy way out of being disrespectful online when it comes to a controversial topic. So make sure that you start off with something in a way where you can respectfully disagree. But again, start with the respect part. Anything else that people want to tell everyone out here? Hey, this is your chance. Go on here. You could tell us, hey, what did you learn from this session? Because we're all here. I speak for close to an hour, but I want this to be a community. I want everyone to share. This is a great way to do some information sharing. It is a community. So what did you learn? It is like this is like a combination of a club, a kind of a dating sermon, or a focus group, and a happy hour, except I don't have any drink right now. So, but yes, what else did you learn? Or what can we take away that is a view of yours that can add to the conversation? So we got about less than 5 minutes. So let me know. And if you have any quick questions, how quick would you turn someone down when you know it's not all right? That beautiful to see. Come on now. I remember beautiful to see because you asked me something so general and you did it again. Okay, you got to hit me up on you. Let's set up a call, because how quick would you turn someone down when you know it's not all right? It depends how long you've seen them. If it's a first date thing, if you're talking just speaking to them online, that is too general. I'll be able to help you out, but you got to get on there. Both sides serve to be respected, even if you don't agree. Yep, D13, thank you for that. Thank you to Date Coach. Yeah, and we can always do something together. I'll reach out to you. I like your channel as well, so I appreciate it. And Mawia 01. So yeah, beautiful to see you. Yeah, we I can't answer that quickly to give you a straight answer, because it all depends. It all depends if you've been together for months, or you're not even together yet, or you're just texting each other. The same could be happening to you. You might be getting turned down, and because they don't feel like it's right. And maybe it's important for you to know what are some of the signals or some of the things that you might be doing that is having someone either ghost you or turn you down or something of that sort. So yeah, do me the respect and send me a message. That way we can do a call, because I need to know your situation a little more deeper than that. Any other questions or comments for the group? And then I'll tie up this call here in about 3 minutes. And by the way, no one won the topics. We had 2 submissions. One was really long, and I was trying to figure out what the topic was going to be. I really did appreciate the information I got, but I didn't see the topic ideas. I had this contest last live where I was going to give away a gift certificate. Actually, I was going to give away $25 on Amazon, and then the other idea, they blurted it out on here, so that it didn't really count. So I'm still taking ideas for future podcasts. So let me know what you got. Okay, so we got 2 more minutes. Anything else? Anything else for the group, or a recap? If not, we'll sign off here in a second. But no one got chilies. Oh, no one got chilies. Yeah, I remember that. I'm glad you remember that. No one got it. So if you still have ideas for podcasts, okay, I'm one person. So, let me know what your ideas are. I see that there. Oops. Cool. Well, just keep in mind that, just to finish this up, there are a lot of things going on in this world and in our country. And there's no reason to pretend that it's not. In the end, what both sides want is a common ground. Some people don't want a common ground from either side. And when it comes to relationships, if you ever encounter someone who will never want to agree, why be with them? Why be with them? Why want to work something together if they're not ever going to agree? And the big thing about this is that we are citizens of a free country that is on the brink of destroying themselves, of destroying ourselves because of disagreements. I'm the dating doc, but more importantly, what I teach is communication skills. Teach people how to get along. Teach people that, love might seem like a soft skill. It may seem like something that's not important compared to military spending budget or congressional money or whatnot. But it's us being humans, loving humans, that's going to make this nation better. That's really what it boils down to. Can you imagine if we can still be strong, like literally strong mentally, be independent, but yet lead with assertive love? And that sounds very hippie. But can you imagine that? If we can still be American strong, we can still have the strongest military, we can still have strong businesses, but we lead with this thing called love that requires patience, requires strength, requires understanding each other, even if you disagree. It'd make dating a lot better. I'll tell you that. It would make dating a lot better when people can be strong and accountable. Less ghosting, less addiction to options, less quitting when things go wrong, promoting more love, promoting better, healthier sex, men becoming men again, women appreciating men, and women appreciating themselves. It could be a way better dating environment. I could go on and on. We're at a point right now with dating that it converges with what's happening in politics. Too many things distracting us. Too many things that are spoiling the magic. The magic of the US, the magic of dating. Too much stuff, too much noise. Cultivate yourself, okay? Work on yourself. If you're a political info addict, ask yourself if you would trade being informed about politics to get along with your fellow man. If you are forgetting how to have a good agreement or disagreement with someone, and you're trading that in to watch the news and feel like you're hunting for research or an article that agrees with you, you're missing out. So we can make dating a lot better. Okay, we can make dating a lot better. Those that are listening here, okay, you don't have to quit when things are boring or hard. Okay, doesn't mean you have to just settle for the first person, but work on it. You can work on it. All right, so I'm signing off here. I hope you liked it, and definitely appreciate y'all being on here. Okay, so check out YouTube, check out Spotify, and if you do want to set up a session, DM me. Okay, this is what I do Monday through Friday, so let's do it. Have a good day. Y'all take care.